What's ripening, YouTube? So I'm just here on my farm, hanging out, and I was noticing some of these banana racks are pretty darn big. And a lot of people ask me, how did I get banana racks like that? And there's a few things to keep in mind. Number one is the variety. This particular variety is called Dwarf Namuat. You see the bananas are actually touching the ground. That's not normal. A lot of times you have bananas way up high, they'll snap the stem, they'll break, they'll fall down early. Doesn't really happen as much with this variety. That's why I recommend it to so many people, and that's why I propagated so many of them. Number two, oh, look at that, another one. Number two is that I am in an environment where we don't have a significant cold season. This particular winter was really mild. We didn't have any freezing weather. I don't think we even had frost. So nothing slowed down. If you look around, I don't know if you can see it, but like right there, there's banana flowers all the way down that row. And basically everywhere on my property that doesn't already have a rack hanging has a new flower forming. So climate's number two. Number one is the variety climate, number two. And number three is extreme amounts of organic matter. Now, most commercial production, they use chemical fertilizers. I've seen it in Costa Rica, miles and miles of banana production. They're using chemical fertilizer. The other way to do it is with organic material. You notice this, the humongous pile. This is basically all the junk. When I'm cutting things down, I put it next to the bananas. That's where it goes. It always goes there. In addition, this where I'm sitting is actually part of a banana circle. In this case, I only planted 2 plants here, and I left the front end open. And this will be kind of a pro tip too. Leave access. So on your farm, leave access to your banana pits, or to, if you have a pit garden, if you ever dig a hole for compost, leave access to it. I intentionally left this open in the front so I can come in here and dump more mulch here if I want to, because I know that mulch eventually someday will collapse down. It already has. That's actually been restocked. So that's number 3, is the organic matter. Number 4 is just time. The first, let's see, if I walk down over here, you'll see the first year, this row of bananas here, I just planted it less than a year ago, and they are fruiting. They fruited fast, but they're not fruiting heavy like the ones over there. The first rack is going to be smaller. Check this out. This is what a first rack oftentimes will look like. It's probably got like 5 or 6 hands on it. And you'll see this whole row was planted at the same time, less than a year ago. And they're all racking out. Rack, rack. And it goes on down. Trust me, they're all fruiting. The first rack is going to be smaller, usually. It doesn't, not always. Sometimes you'll get a big fatty the first time. Usually, by the time you get to the second fruiting, the banana has developed enough of a mat that it can support a lot of fruit. And then you'll get ones like I showed you at the beginning of the video over here, where you'll get 9, 10, 11 hands. When you get up to double-digit hands, like you get 10 hands, that's the collections of single bananas. You're getting happy bananas. you get 10 hands on a rack, you did something right. And that's also depends on the variety. You know, there's ones like 1,000 Fingers where they make 20, 30, 40 hands of bananas. So that's not really the same thing. But just wanted to give you those couple of tips. I've got examples all over the place. I'll show you another one real quick before I sign out. By the way, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're tired of looking at my face, tell me, that's fine. Here's another one that just flowered. Boom! You see how big this flower is? That tells you you're gonna have a nice big rack. This one's already got, how many does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the back side. There's 9. There's 10. This one's gonna have at least 11 hands, which is about as much as I've ever seen on this variety. So anyway, that's how you grow the bananas. I'm trying to remember what the tips were in order now. Oh, variety. I don't know, time, organic matter, and the weather. There's 4 different components there. So keep them in mind. See you next time. That's what's ripening.